On to offensive rookie of the year.
Yep.
I'm curious to see who you picked.
I mean, I think if you know me, and if you've heard me talk over the last 4 or 5 months.
You're picking a Cowboy?
Nope, it's Jameis Winston in my book.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be Jameis Winston at the end of the year.
It's as simple as that.
It's that simple, yeah.
You're not worried about that offensive line in Tampa?
No. He's not going to be the best player in the off, but out of the rookies, he'll be the best offensive player, I think. By the end of the season, when it's all said and done, after the end of Week 16, yeah, I think he's the best one through all 16 games out of the rookie class on that side of the ball.
Okay. I'm going to go with Amari Cooper on the Raiders.
Yeah.
I think he could have a good season. It's
Absolutely.
going to depend if Derek Carr keeps moving forward and being a good quarterback.
Well, it's going to depend what it always...
He's also the number one wide receiver there pretty much now.
Yeah.
So
well, and to me, I think out there in Oakland, it always depends on them finding a way to run the ball. You know? We'll see what happens out there, but I don't think that's a bad pick.
Mark.
I think Derek Carr throwing the ball is definitely a recipe for a Rookie of the Year possibility.
Right.
Yep. So...
And the next one, Defensive Rookie of the Year, I think that one's obvious.
Well, you probably aren't going to go to I pick.
All right.
So I think it's obvious. But
not a Cowboy?
It's a Cowboy for me, absolutely.
I knew it.
Who?
Randy Gregory.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're projecting the guy to possibly have 10 sacks this year. They're already talking about him having the ability to get to double-digit sacks. If he gets to double-digit sacks, he will be the Defensive Player of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year.
I won't disagree with you there, but I think there's a guy who would be a pretty good matchup against him in Leonard Williams with the Jets. Yeah. His team's not as good, but that defense is still going to be pretty decent this year.
Yeah, it's deep.
And he's a beast.
Oh, yeah.
For a he was third overall. He was definitely worth that pick, I think.
Right. But, I mean, then that's the thing, too. You know, we've talked about this in the past. I won't get deep into it. But, you know, Randy Gregory was probably number 12 projected overall, you know, just outside the top 10. So, you know, he's showing the potential on the field. You know, everyone that the potential that they said he had, he's showing it. So I think it's going to be interesting. But like I said, I think it's Randy Gregory. And since I'm going back-to-back homer picks with comeback player of the year.
This one's like impossible to pick.
Well,
how do you pick comeback player of the year?
Yeah, I mean, it really depends. I would say that due to the fact that this person had a torn ACL last season and missed the entire season, that, you know, Sean Lee would be a good candidate if he comes back and leads the team in tackles and does what he does as the quarterback of that defense. I think he'll be the comeback player of the year.
You have almost predicted a Cowboys sweep.
I have not.
Yes, you have.
That's 2 people that are Cowboys out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. No, I didn't even mention a Cowboy anywhere else.
You didn't mention Romo for MVP?
Maybe I said as like the 5th person. You know what I mean? I said I see him in that race, but again, you know, people just don't give him enough credit anyway. So I'm not getting into that. I'm just saying I think you said it's hard to pick.
For offensive MVP, so I can't give you shit.
Right. So who's your comeback player of the year though?
Mine's kind of obvious pick, I guess. Adrian Peterson.
Oh, Adrian Peterson.
He had a rough year last year.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for him to get that. Well, I think it's going to be tough for him to get that award because it was self-inflicted. You know what I mean? He broke the rules. He got suspended.
Yeah.
I think Sam Bradford probably, if he stays healthy, it's going to be too obvious of a pick because he's going to be so high profile that he might take it from anybody else. But he's going to have to stay healthy, and that's going to be tough.